In this lesson, we'll learn about using the formula bar. And our formula bar is located just above our column headers here. And it is this white bar. When I place my cursor in here, you see it says formula bar. And you'll notice that the cursor changes. When it's out here, it is a kind of a fat plus sign. And when it's within the formula bar, it turns into kind of a cursor symbol. And the formula bar is important for many different things. One, you can click in the formula bar and start typing. And as you're typing, you'll notice a couple of things. First thing you'll notice is that whatever cell was selected, which in this case was A1, when I started typing, that's the information that's being placed in the cell. A couple of other things you'll notice. Now, I haven't pressed enter or done anything yet, so my cursor is still flashing here, which means Excel is still ready to accept information into the formula bar. And a couple of things that you'll notice is, one, way down here in our status bar, which we just learned about, you'll see that it has changed from ready mode to edit mode. That means I'm editing information within a cell. You'll also notice that there are two buttons here that have become active. One is the enter button, it's a checkbox, and the other one is a cancel button. So let's say I started typing in the cell and then I made a mistake. I didn't want to enter information in cell A1, I wanted to place it somewhere else. So I can click this red X here to cancel what I just typed. And now these two buttons, cancel and enter, become disabled or not active. And the status bar shows in ready mode again. And now let's say that I actually wanted to enter information into cell D1. I'm going to click D1, and then I can click into my formula bar and type again. And these buttons here become active. Cancel, enter. There's also an insert function button on our formula bar, which we'll learn about at a later time. And now let's say I do want to enter this information into cell D1, so I'm going to click enter. And now that text has been placed into cell D1. I can click away from it and you'll see that it stays there. We are now in ready mode and we have text that has been entered into that cell. Also along the formula bar is this item here. This is called the name box. This is an identifier that shows where your cursor is located. Right now it shows D1. If I were to click over here and look at the name box, you'll see that that has changed to G7. This is really useful because if you have a name applied to a certain range, which we will also learn about later, you would be able to click the drop-down button here and find that name within your list. Also, it's useful because if you want to go to a cell that's maybe not viewed on the current screen, you can go there quickly with this button here. So let's say that rather than G7, I want to go down to G100. So I can click in here, type G100 and press enter. And now my cursor has moved and my view has moved down to G100 within the worksheet. And let's say I wanted to go back to cell A1 quickly. I can click here again, A1, press enter, and that takes me back up to the top of the screen. And that concludes our lesson on using the formula bar.